Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, man, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On the ready. 53 is the money. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Get it. Come.
On 2nd down now. It's man.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hit it.
They'll run on first down. It's Ball. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Now a give, right side. Ball. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Looking to throw. Rose. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Back to throw. Rose. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with Foreman, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. is fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, man. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
53, check 53. Let's go, dude.
To throw on 2nd down, Matthews. Looking right sideline, that's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They'll run on first down. It's man. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 7-7, our score after 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Matthews looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Check. Big grip.
On first down, Ball. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Rose. Throw left side complete. That's Ball. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun. Rose. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Now they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. On first down, Matthews. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Ready up.
50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Let's
bring it. Let's bring it.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Let's go!
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
52 the mic. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
5.
They'll run on first down. It's Ball. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Ball. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now. 30 base.
52. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rose. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So they bring out their punter. as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, and they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he will have a touchdown as his guys are in for 6. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Point after here coming up. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the very rare blocked punt, scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We got this.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On first down. Ball. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
60
To throw on 2nd down. Rose. It's caught. Smith. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking to throw. Rose. James has got it. Complete.
Keep playing hard.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a throw here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Touchdown, Chicago. In for the score. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. 5 plays there on that drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw. Matthews. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Matthews. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's man.
That's it, baby.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
Number 53, Mike 53.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Throwing on 1st down. Matthews throwing right, and that's complete. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Base.
Check pass. Check pass.
2.
They'll run on 1st down. It's ball. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ball. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, Rose. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Matthews. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's man. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Man, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. This quarterback now still just the one incompletion, 16 of 17. It's 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One of the selling points at the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Matthews. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Young quarterback, got to learn. Need to get rid of the football.
Because when you don't get rid of the ball, they accumulate more sacks. But you're exactly right. Internal clock has to go off. Either get rid of it or start to take off and go.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 30 base. Man, I got you. Get it.
Back to throw. Rose. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, Rose. And that'll be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rose. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. To give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Rose. This will be caught at about the 6.
Let's go, get set.
Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Rose. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now for the point after. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Matthews. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Hauled in downfield, and they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rose. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Rose. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Rose. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And on now is the punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, it's man. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Well, they bring their punter out there now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 6, and time, a huge factor. A touchdown likely means they move on in these playoffs. Tense moments for the hometown faithful as they've got it with a first down. A pass there over the middle to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw. Rose.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Rose.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Give him 30 yards there. Looking to throw. Rose. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Matthews. And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Matthews. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Man. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.